To access the new ECDL Learning Management System, click on the LMS button from the .NET Managed Classes page. You are now in the new ECDL LMS brought to you by ICS Grid. Here you will see a list of your classes with a top-level overview of the number of modules complete for each class. Select the class name. Here you will see a list of modules that your students are enrolled into. To view progress for each individual module, hover over the progress bar to see the number of lessons complete by each individual student. For a more in-depth look, click on the module name. Here you will see each of the individual lessons. To view attempts for each lesson, click the View Reports link. Here you can see the number of attempts made by each student for that particular lesson. Click on the number of attempts for each student. For further information on students' progress, select the Track Details button. This will further clarify that the student has completed this lesson. At any stage, click My Home to return to the home screen. ICS Skills are delighted to announce that all ECDL teachers and students will now have access to the Global Grid for Learning via the ICS Grid. You will now see a short video which explains the Global Grid for Learning. 21st century learning means having 21st century resources. However, in a world that is becoming more and more digital, the amount of information that is available can often be overwhelming. This presents a real problem to education, as some of this content is not suitable for the classroom, not relevant to learning goals and objectives, not reliable or accurate, and not compliant with copyright laws. But this doesn't need to be the case. Welcome to Global Grid for Learning, your single source for multimedia, multi-publisher digital resources for education. Global Grid for Learning provides teachers and students at all stages in education with a single access point to over 1 million educationally relevant digital learning resources from some of the world's leading content providers and educational publishers. Our library is tailored specifically for education so that educators and students can quickly and easily discover the content they need when they need it. And as our resources are copyright cleared and safe, there is no need to worry about copyright infringement or any other legal issues concerning the use of the content. The Global Grid for Learning Library delivers comprehensive coverage of all subject areas at all stages in education, from early years to adult learning, offering a variety of content types, including interactive learning objects, video clips, audio files, images, and documents. With Global Grid for Learning, teachers can bring 21st century learning resources into the educational environment, enabling them to create rich and immersive multimedia lessons for their students, reinforce learning with interactive resources and activities, and motivate and inspire students with engaging digital content. Global Grid for Learning offers end users multiple ways to access our digital content library. These include interactive whiteboards, virtual learning environments, and learning platforms, and collaboration software and content authoring tools. Global Grid for Learning resources are delivered directly to schools in Ireland exclusively through the ICS Grid. So go ahead and take that next step towards 21st century learning and begin to engage, motivate and inspire learners today with the Global Grid for Learning. To access the Global Grid for Learning, select GGFL from the Edutone Passport block on the home page. You are now in the Global Grid for Learning search pane. Enter your keyword in the search criteria box. In addition to your keyword, you can also filter your search. Filters such as subject, age, resource type, or content provider can be added to your search. Once you're happy with your filter and keyword selection, click the Go button at the bottom of the screen. Once you have completed your search, All results will be placed on the right-hand side of the screen. Select the result that is most suitable for your lesson, and you can either play it live on the screen or download it locally to your PC. Why not try the ICS Grid today and instantly choose from our library of over 1 million digital learning resources. These resources can be used to create rich multimedia lessons that will both engage your students and enrich the learning experience.